Star is born. The star is Fiji Indian TV, featuring a live web TV show covering news, current affairs, sports, Bollywood gupshup, Konchi Pakaya, Aao Chat Kare, FITV Talent Time, live coverage and more. Join us with your host Param Sivan. Fiji Indian TV, providing entertainment for the Fiji Indians around the globe. Every Sunday from 1 p.m. www.fijiindiantv.com. Be there.
Fiji Indian TV, खुशियाँ लाएगा ज़रूर. Fiji Indian TV, Fiji Indian TV.
Fiji Indian TV, providing entertainment for the Fiji Indians around the globe. Every Sunday from 1 p.m. www.fijiindiantv.com. Be there.
और फीजी इंडियन टीवी में आप सबको हम स्वागत करते हैं. मैं हूं परम शिवन
और हमेशा की तरह विश्वजीत भी आपके साथ एक बार फिर एपिसोड नंबर 40 में आप सभी का हम स्वागत कर रहे हैं एक बार फिर.
जी हाँ, सभी दर्शकों का हमारा डॉक्टर अनिल का प्यार भरा स्वागतम.
प्यार भरा स्वागतम. वेलकम वेलकम इन इट्स एपिसोड नंबर 40.
40. 10 more and we will be hitting the big 50.
50
and we're looking at a bit of a celebration.
Golden Jubilee?
Golden मेरे ख्याल से.
Golden Jubilee.
सुनहरी.
50. Are you sure? I thought 100 was Golden Jubilee.
No, that's a diamond.
Diamond हो जाता. 75 depends on शादी में बात करते हैं ना. 50s, but like in 50 is golden.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Welcome, and it's episode number 40, and we've got a power program. We've all got something, I believe.
Yes, we have had a very funny week in Sydney. एक रोज winter था.
Yeah.
फिर बारिश.
It's hot.
Today is nice and hot and warm. 20 plus.
करने के लिए बहुत अच्छा दिन है आज. Welcoming our viewers around the globe. यदि पहली बार आप glued हुए हैं, आपको हम स्वागत करना चाहते हैं. नमस्कार, अस्सलाम वालेकुम, सत श्री अकाल, जो भी भाषा में आप समझते हैं, इंग्लिश में भी. We tuned and get tuned and head off to our website, which is www.fijiindiantv.com. Yes, and new viewers, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's a red button over there.
I did.
Increase our subscriptions, ताकि we can expand and reach broader countries. And for the first time, if you're watching this program, we're welcoming you from our hub here in Sydney. We're located at 4/67, Suite 467, Scott Street,
Liverpool, in the heart of Liverpool.
The heart of Indian city. We call it
Fiji Indian
to all our
city,
Fiji viewers, Nisambula.
So guys, how have your week been? आज हम देखा है Ralph Lauren लामार का इसे टी-शर्ट देखो, और कोला देखो पर चढ़ा है, चढ़ा है,
नया स्टाइल है आज.
बैंक जन डेंट रहा जन डेंट कहाँ आएगा ना?
Number 3.
डेंट लगा.
Any significance?
No, just
खाली नंबर है.
नहीं हरदम तुम 3 में करता था, 3 पेन कैसे?
रिमाइंड यू ना कि 24 बोलना है 3, or there's always 3 things.
बोलना मत. तीसरी मंजिल भी एक बहुत ही नामी मूवी था, तीनों में.
देखो लाल tie on maroon. Is it maroon?
It's sort of maroonish.
It's really well fitting in behind the wall of the same color.
हमारे एक बहुत नामी फिजी में जो पॉलिटिशियन था, वो रेड ब्रो टाई पहना करता था. मैंने लंबा टाई पहना. मिस्टर बुतन रॉकर, जी हाँ.
Political man, very political man. Very strong.
कैसे हैं आप सब? आप कुछ टिप्पणी करना चाहते, कुछ बताना चाहते, head off to our website or on our Facebook group and give us some details. A lot of things are happening in Sydney, and what's happening around the globe, guys? I don't know what's happening.
Ebola इसका प्रकोप बहुत बुरी तरह से हो गया है. Close to 6,000 people have now died. जो वायरस है ना,
मर गए.
अमेरिका over 6,000, nearly 6,000.
I mean, वो कह रहे हैं कि this is worse epidemic.
Yes.
It's worse than the
bird
second
flu,
World War.
SARS, और लड़ाई में जो हुआ था. So it's
more people died of this disease than people died in First and Second World War, basically. वो कह रहे हैं ना, compare कर रहे हैं.
So it's getting bigger.
It's a virus, so you can't
Australia.
There were 2 suspected, but I think they were cleared. 2 health workers. So इसके लिए basically antibiotic नहीं, as we know, it's a viral disease.
और देखा जाए तो everybody is just busy. Christmas is a couple of sleeps away now.
Yes,
I think
I
it's
saw
basically
someone posted saying
10 days, 10 nights.
गिन के रखा है तो.
14
Going anywhere?
नहीं.
Are you going anywhere, Doc?
Not this time.
not this time.
तुम बोला ना बैंक में big dent है, so I gotta fix the dent.
Well, wherever you are, if you're celebrating Christmas, we'd like to tell you be safe and be wary of things, because a lot of shopping centers are full with people shopping around. But keep hold of your child if you are with your kids. Yeah, a lot of kids are flying around, I see.
Yeah, and साथ में car parks में don't leave your valuables in the cars.
हो सके तो लैपटॉप वगैरह गाड़ी में छोड़ देना, give the address.
Children get very excited, तो कभी-कभी वो छूट जाते हैं ना.
Yes. Traveling overseas, उसके बारे में कुछ हम टिप देंगे आपको. थोड़ा सा ब्रेक लेते हैं, एक गाना बजाते हैं. And plus we've got a lot of things actually to cover in a short program. उसके बारे में कुछ जानकारी इस गीत के बाद.
जाने जा उम्र भर ना तरसती रहो आज जाने की जिद ना करो आज जाने की जिद ना करो
यस दांतों की मरम्मत करने के लिए आप अगर सिडनी में हैं तो आप संपर्क करें डॉक्टर अनिल को व्हिच इज आवर होस्ट हियर एंड यू विल गेट सम डिस्काउंट आई बिलीव
Of course,
And
especially
that,
especially मेरा अभी वो थोड़ा रद्दो बदल करना है उसमें 33 में एक साल और जोड़ना है क्योंकि फ्राइडे को 12th of December का मेरा graduation with my first degree from New Zealand, Otago in 1980.
Okay.
12-14. So today you guys have to shout me free coffee for today.
Wow.
34
Wonderful.
years of
Practicing.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah, well, I was actually chatting to a friend this morning who rang me from Vancouver, Canada, who actually watches our program live over there every Sunday.
Hello.
And if not, and his name is Sasi Prakash, and he's
yes.
sent us our regards. And he's actually just posted saying he's sipping some tea and watching you from very cold and miserable Vancouver.
Canada.
And sir, hello, welcome you to this program as well.
Yes.
And he has nothing but kind words for us.
Thank you.
Guys are doing very hard work, and I believe you guys are not making money. And I said, look, it's a collective effort here.
Not yet.
Not yet, yes.
We will eventually when we get there.
अभी
but
तो फिर
yeah.
बैंक में डेंट में है
डेंट
तो हमारा तो बहुत खराब से डेंट रिपेयर करने लग नहीं थोड़ा
Penal beating
3
नहीं
साल लगी
Maybe Christmas time, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to repair it.
Panel beating के
Panel
खबर
beating,
है.
good.
Nice song that one.
Yeah, very nice.
Very good
Sung
rendition.
by lots of singers into the Asha. It actually is a
Asha,
ghazal.
Asha Bhosle song, I think it is.
Yeah, many people Asha.
Yes, अब हौसला है
Musically, राग यमन कल्याण में और वो दीपचंदी था. That was a 14 beat.
14 beat,
दिन तक दिन
नहीं
तक
सीखेगा अभी तक नहीं सीखेगा ये राग
And I bet you
कल्याण-
anything, it was music by Kayam, I think.
could
Well,
be. But वो that's a दीपचंदी यानी कि 14 beat में है.
गूगल कर लिएगा तुम जल्दी से
मेरे ख्याल से यमन में है राग यमन but check कर लेंगे.
Very nice.
But
Well,
anyway, we like listening to it. Beautiful.
सुंदर सुंदर सूदिंग गाना था ना अच्छा Well, if you're glued from Fiji, welcome. And वहाँ का हाल कैसा है हमें बताइए सुना है कि बहुत ही गर्म है It's a festive season and a lot of people are going to Fiji. But Fiji के बारे में बाद में बात करेंगे. We've got some forthcoming shows coming here in Sydney. But उससे पहले ये देखिए
Modi and our PM,
Yes.
Mr. Bainimarama.
And खास बात ये आपको बता दूं कि Frank Bainimarama likes taking selfies actually. And I've actually been with him and I actually was in a selfie with him as well. लेकिन उसके फोन पे
Ah,
yes.
historical moment.
And yes, I mean, it's good to see two of the Prime Ministers, good color.
And I just noticed our PM has a gold inlay on his upper left dart,
Yeah.
2-1.
Check करके बड़े close up करके ना zoom करके
उसको बोलते हैं Bachikola.
बातचीत करो.
Bati, ito के motion में Batina means teeth.
Ah.
Gold is gold like Batikola.
Okay. So that's Modi. And
Looks
his,
nice.
It's after, I think, after so many years, 30 odd years that Prime Minister is actually.
Yes, Mrs. Gandhi was the last.
Last year,
33
Indira
yes.
Gandhi was the last. I think it was in 1980 she went.
80-81.
Yeah.
Was it? Must have been young. I was very small. I can remember that.
Yeah. She's the last one to visit Fiji. And,
Not before that? Not 70?
No.
I don't think it's 80. I think it was 70 something.
दोनों के face structure
Bilkul.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, probably was 81.
81.
I think it said after 30 years Prime Ministers, I think so. It's called be
So
1982,
that would be
83, I
80,
think.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of things are happening around the globe, and that's one of our Prime Minister and we would have been a prime minister. हमारे होते मोदी साहब अगर हम वहाँ पैदा होते. But we actually be fortunate to be born in Fiji.
और ये दोनों लीडर्स का फेशियल स्ट्रक्चर जो हड्डी का जो नकाब है वेरी सिमिलर राउंड एंड
एनालाइज कर लिया तो
मेरा एक साथी यहाँ बोल रहा है ना तो यस दैट्स एक्चुअली करेक्ट.
Is it?
थोड़ा शेप आप देखेंगे.
Look at round face जैसे हमारे.
राउंड इज लाइक योर.
हमें प्राइम मिनिस्टर देगा.
आपको रिमाइंड कर दे हमारे स्कल यानी कि खोपड़ी में पूरा स्कल में 22 बोन्स है. स्कल जो यहाँ पर जो क्रेनियम में 8 है और फेस में 14. तो इनका जो 14 बोन्स का जो स्ट्रक्चर जिक्सो की तरह काफी सिमिलर है.
Okay, 14 rounds.
टोटल 22.
तो 14 वो जो स्ट्रक्चर इज ऑल राउंड बेसिकली.
फेस में और स्कल खोपड़ी में 8. टोटल 22 इन द स्कल. 22 bones.
There you go. It's a tip for you. यदि कोई कहीं बैठे आप किसी दोस्त यार के साथ पूछे कितना हड्डी है आपके ऊपर वाले भाग में.
कभी कभी बोलते हैं तुम्हारे सही है आपके खोपड़ी में कुछ नहीं है ना. बोलो हमारे खोपड़ी में 22 bones है.
22 bones है.
Well, Equa Travel is actually joining us. Is going to be one of our sponsors in due years to come, in days to come, and they have got a travel company which के बारे में हम कुछ बताएंगे. And this is of course our good friend Dumax has changed the name to
Worldmax.
Yes, and you can there's a number there. उसमें आप contact कर सकते हैं इन लोगों को.
I believe the price is dropped to slightly
199
from 229 to a bit of a discount for Christmas.
Yeah.
So please go out and get this Christmas special. It's under $200 I believe.
And if you are anywhere in any part of the world, you can actually buy this box and watch our program live on there. Plus, उसमें Fiji का एक section है. And in days to come, we'll be talking to Mr. Ayaz.
Yes, yeah.
And
the director and owner.
Yes, that's a little box there. उसके बारे में कुछ हम demo करेंगे यहाँ पर. So we'll give you more information about that. और ये है Us Three Musketeers. We need to change this, I think, guys. Don't you think so?
No, I think we should resume the competition.
Is it?
Yes.
And
increase
of
the
course,
price.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful event that always happens in Fiji around August. It's called Bulla Hibiscus Festival. It's happening here in Sydney.
बिल्कुल 31st January 2015.
And a good friend Sashi has actually requested कि यदि आप float वगैरह लेके आना चाहते हैं तो आप उन्हें phone कर सकते हैं. Any beauty pageants. It's a whole day event. And I think we'll be there as well, trying to help and associate with this somehow or the other. So the people around the globe will try to work something out to see if we can reach some live streaming from there on that particular day. We'll try to get a little stall or something. Well, let's see how it goes, eh? Told cameraman agar ready re, to we'll do it.
Cameraman should be ever ready. The three contacts are there: Sashi Lal, Neil Chand, and Sunil Prasad.
We're expecting to be a very big event. Ki floats vagara sab. It's a very nice park, by the way. And
it's in Liverpool, my ख्याल से. Yeah.
People can Google it if you're abroad. And Sashi Lal ji, you can give us more information from time to come. 31st of January. What a way to start New Year, eh? And there are more details: fireworks, floats, rides, fashions, music shows, dance, motor show, food stalls, ityadi, and jewelry shows and more. And of course, our wonderful news reached my ears this morning.
Jeffrey Iqbal is coming.
And hey, this guy is so popular. Do you know that?
He's good. He's also very good.
And none other than our friends Adrian Ryan, Dave Chopra, and Rahil Sharma have got together to bring him to a tour overseas here. And so, इसके बारे में जानकारी, the sources, the news की खबर ये है कि it's happening around March. So things are still in confirmation stages. Show is confirmed, by the way, but just details are coming out shortly.
The promo materials will be coming out.
Definitely, the show is on, and I would love to go and watch this guy. Don't you think so?
Yes, I was with DJ Ra last night, and he confirmed that its show is on.
तो हमें second news मिला है. I am upset.
So he was actually it came on Facebook just last 24 hours, I think.
Okay, so तुमने कान छोड़ दिया.
कान में because we did एक रात को बहुत बड़ा जश्न था.
जश्न बाहर.
Party and DJ was there doing the sound.
Okay. That's good. So yes, he must have given you more details then.
Not really.
Not really.
He was busy. Yeah, he was busy sounding. We were busy singing. So maybe today.
Okay. You sang?
Couple of songs. One Rafi and one Kishore number.
Yeah.
Yeah, good old hits. There are a lot of old people, so I did the favorite Mere Sapno Rani from Aradhana.
हमें phone करके बुला लेता तुम्हें.
Of course, किसी ना किसी से कभी ना कभी. Dinesh was there too, Madhur.
Yes.
And Dadu. It was actually 21st birthday for Karan. My good friend Sashi and Praveen सिंह सन.
Congratulations. चाबी मिल गया उसके?
चाबी मिल गया. अभी यूज नहीं करी से.
अभी यूज नहीं करी.
So where was this function, Doc?
This was at Hoxton, at where Nineveh Center is.
Yeah, बिल्कुल.
There's a hall, it just slips my mind. It's a function center. Nice place.
So good news, Jeffrey Iqbal is coming to Sydney, and it's going to happen in March, and it's happening here in Whitlam Leisure Centre, which is a big hall. And glue and get tuned, guys, because we'll be giving you more information as time proceeds. And a lot of things have been happening around the globe, but a lot of people are actually booking the tickets and actually going to Fiji. And a lot of your friends are going to Fiji, and there's a show happening in Fiji which I forgot about it, and that is Tushar Kapoor is actually going. Fiji viewers, कौन date के हैं भैया?
10th, 11th.
10th and the 9th and the 10th of January. Yes, Tushar Kapoor जितेंद्र का जो बेटा है, and he's a good. Tutala acting बहुत जुल्म करे.
Good. He's gonna be a hit.
Yes, yeah. And he dances and sings. I hope he does the Tutla little clip short.
Yeah, बिल्कुल.
Does it Tutla a little bit?
Yeah, he does.
And then he film.
Oh, as an acting place.
Yeah. He does a really good job. He's very common.
Actually, do you know that a lot of people have a lisp, stutter, like when they sing, they actually don't. It's
to do with some sort of vocal lockup.
अनोखा चीज है ना बात में. Unfortunately, they stutter, but when they sing, some of
fluently.
Yeah.
Must be to do with the flow of the wind. Within the vocal.
हवा का झोंका.
So yes, that's happening on the 9th and the 10th. The Fiji viewers, it's happening in Churchill Park, Lautoka, and at Vodafone Arena in Suva.
Down Odala Bay.
Yes.
That's a new arena.
Yes. And it's a good timing, so the tickets are not very expensive. Head off to the website and get more details. तुषार कपूर ट्रेवलिंग टू फिजी, उसके बारे में जानकारी हम और भी विभिन्न तरह से देते रहेंगे फिजीनियन टीवी ग्रुप में. And post over there if you've got any more details to know or want to know.
I have an idea. अगर हम 10 लोग फिजी जाएंगे, we'll save more money, pay a fare, pay a hotel, than going to see him here, because यहाँ पर tickets over $100 रहेंगे.
Of course. So what's your suggestion?
Suggestion 10 लोग मिल करके बुकिंग करें. आपको फिर we share the hotel, go and watch this star, and come back. If you're planning a holiday at that time, I'm saying. If you're saying.
Fly point हमारे नहीं है.
But November to April is hurricane season in Fiji.
Is it? Well, let's hope and pray that there's no hurricane.
वो आके चला गया ना. Flooding is last week. So
November to April.
It's rain has stopped.
Been and gone.
So,
okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. यदि आपके पास कोई समाचार है तो हमें दीजिएगा. And plus we've got some tips coming. आपके पास कुछ समाचार
है? I've got some news.
And lots of other things out there.
Politics news.
But as usual,
politics bit quiet at the moment.
काफी quiet है.
काफी quiet हो गया ना, because elections has happened, so the country is in the running mode at the moment.
They are internal now. Externally नहीं है, बाहर नहीं है, बस अंदर ही झगड़ रहे हैं.
हाँ, बस अंदर पार्लियामेंट में तो वही रहेगा ना.
हाँ या ना.
With the boxing gloves inside the parliament, not outside the parliament.
Sometimes we got gloves off.
Yeah, बिल्कुल.
So a lot of people are going to Fiji, traveling to Fiji. है हम गीत बजाते नहीं, लेकिन एक कुछ और दिखाना चाहते हैं. It's actually an amazing video, and I do spend time looking for amazing videos like this. यदि आपके पास कोई link है, do post it to us and have a look at this.
The troops are on each shoulders, both are at each
What do you think?
Well, that was done
precision.
in a jiffy.
Okay, time क्या? Looks like 2 minutes flat.
3 minutes 54 seconds.
Basically 4 minutes they pull it out and put it back together.
Total. Dismantle and put together.
Dismantle, I think it's short, probably about 3.5 minutes to
put in together thara.
because they came, na? Drive karke aise and
Yeah.
put it together. Probably about 3.5
So
minutes.
3-4 minutes ना? कुछ गिराया नहीं, हम तो एक शायद नट गिरा देता जल्दी में. Fumbling ना?
Amazing,
very good. हाँ, that's military training and discipline. They have to do things fast and no mistakes.
Well, it's amazing how much discipline they would have gone through for them to actually have that, no?
They only need to take a couple of screws out. See, there are only a couple of screws they took out. A bar.
Paya mein se Amanda kitna screws nikali sa? They must have got probably 2 screws.
2
nuts.
Could
Four, I think 2 on that side, 2 on this
Normally
side.
4 rahe na?
4, 4, 5 minimum 4 side triple or India la style hai. You know that tuk ala 3 tires rahe. Possible.
Possible. No, but that's a full-fledged Jeep.
Jeep hai, 4 hoga.
Yeah. Well, let's have a look at this.
Action. 1, 2, 3. मेरे मन ये बता दे तू किस ओर चला है तू क्या पाया नहीं तूने क्या ढूंढ रहा है तू जो है अनकही जो है अनसुनी वो बात क्या है बता धड़कने तुझसे.
Well, those two are actually coming to Sydney, and they're coming in March, and you'll see most of those stunts between these two in a live show. It'll be amazing to watch.
तबला is amazing. वो जो तिरकित मरता है ना, improvise करता है.
He must have been playing as a kid.
Yeah. वो जो ओरिजिनल गाना में जिस तरह से बता है उस तरह चेंज करके इम्प्रोवाइज करके फिल कर दिया उसमें.
Make it different, na?
Stopping and starting ना.
There's so many people out there doing things like that these days. It's amazing. Well, आप लोगों से ये पूछना है कि what's happening around the globe because I don't have TV. कोई खास समाचार है मेरे लिए?
टीवी में तो
apart from Ebola.
Well, apart from Sydney, Brisbane में तो सिर्फ storms, right? We're having storms and storms
Yeah,
and storms.
thunder lightning is about so many bolts around, no?
Yeah, bilkul. And we had the wettest December basically in record.
Do you know why lightning hits? Any idea? Have a thought?
Well, you see lightning and thunder because light travel faster than sound. It's basically charge, na?
It's more
And
electrical charge and in the clouds.
Now, you must be wondering कि light कहाँ hit करेगा और कैसे hit करेगा. Any thoughts on that, guys? Because when it strikes, it doesn't tell you where it strikes. But there's a reason where it strikes.
Ground हो जाता है ना. If it doesn't, people get killed.
The
Lightning strike अगर person के लगेगा, it has to ground.
So if your house grounding is weak,
Dangerous.
grounding जो होता ना, it's dangerous because it needs, that is where it attracts.
Very good point. I wasn't thinking of house grounding. I was just thinking of general physics. Carry on. That's
And if you're sitting
very
in your
important.
car,
Very
if you're
important.
sitting in your car and doing tremendous amount of things which attracts the charges, Google कीजिए. You know, Google go out there and start googling because it's quite dangerous. And just came to know last week a friend's friend house actually got hit by lightning, and it wasn't probably but after 5 minutes they realized that the lightning had hit at the back of the kitchen where the wirings were. So 5-10 minutes के बाद the smoke started coming out.
Yes.
So it shorted all the electrical. And then electrical of course ऊपर ना वाले इलाके में होता है.
Yes.
So
Roof, ceiling roof में fire.
Smoke started coming down.
And the reason was not proper grounding?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very good point because मैं तो खाली वैसे बोलता कि lightning आएगा कि hit करके ground होएगा, but all the builders out there, और grounding में वो pipe जो ठोका होता है ना,
yes,
metal and then the वहाँ पर मीठा होता है,
the green and the yellow.
There may be
I think
the green is the thing.
Yes.
There may be other reasons for it. अगर आपके पास कुछ है तो you can obviously give us some
I think
details.
that is the only reason because sometimes if it hits a person,
yes, you can
you ground through that.
Yes,
you'll be dead.
And
some survivors, but usually not.
Because when it hits, actually, it's a really powerful voltage. And as you know, shock कैसे लगता है?
मुझको shock लगा एक बार.
कैसे लगा?
I was in Fiji. I was cleaning an old heater, and पीछे rag से wet rag से मैं wipe कर रहा था ना. And of course circuit breaker आजकल है ना. वहाँ नहीं था. So it basically it's like जैसे झुंझुनी पकड़ते बोलते. Goes from the fingers up to your nerve जो यहाँ funny bone है. कभी कभी लगता है झन से. Goes to the shoulder और आर्म के नीचे brachial plexus है nerves ना. So I felt it right to there, and I was like paralyzed for about half an hour. I didn't tell anybody. I was in school. I was scared myself, you know.
Because electricians do get electrocuted quite a number of them.
आजकल थोड़ा कम है because they have the safety
switches है.
Circuit breaker होता है.
यहाँ है, but Fiji में still.
Third world country में शायद नहीं होएगा काफी जगह. It's cost ना. But it's very frightening because वो झटका मरता है. My hand was actually thrown from behind the heater, hot water tank, दीवार में लगा था. खट से. I'm not sure which one hurt more, you know.
So when
very dangerous.
Lightning and thunder is happening, switch all your electrical equipment. हो सके तो plug निकाल दो because they travel and they can come out of the power point.
They do proof of it. Yes.
And it can hit you if you are sitting in cross to it. So that is how it travels, ना?
और जो switches use नहीं करते उसको हर बार off कर दो.
So myself,
but better as you say, pull it out.
Pull it out. Whenever there is lightning, I switch off my iMac. Otherwise, it'll fry my iMac, and you know, a lot of other things. Plus the way the signals travel, and it travels through your body. If it hits you, and if you are in a position where there's a lot of lightning happening, they say you cross your leg. You cross your leg, so when it hits, it actually dissipates the power.
Instead of single, will dissipate. A good point.
So that's what they say, but you can of course Google it and find more information. And especially in Sydney, as I think when you mentioned it, I saw that a lot of bati. As a lot of places has been hit by.
Yes.
A lot of.
इसलिए मोटर कार में शायद पहले नहीं था, but आजकल वो पीछे एक छोटा ला प्लास्टिक वाला चीज लटका रहता है, ग्राउंड टच करता है ना, स्टैटिक के लिए. I think I have to replace mine. मैं घिस गया है. You know, it's actually touching. It's a recent thing. The 60s and 70s में didn't exist. I didn't see it.
And I quite didn't finish reading because I was waiting for the coffee. That why कि सिडनी में इतना ज़्यादा क्यों हुआ है? Why is it happening so much in Sydney?
There's a lot of static. There is sort of static.
A physician would be able to tell you. ना तो physics करते हैं.
Is this lightning strike you're talking about?
Yes. There's a lot of them happening in Sydney. Dry weather and clouds up there, electronic charges, whatever it's happening. एंड अगर आप पड़े हुए हैं, फॉर्मिंग ऑफ एयर ना, क्लाउड्स ड्राई एंड स्टफ।
एक और जोखिम यानी कि खतरनाक चीज़ है कि एयरक्राफ्ट में कभी कभी स्ट्राइक करता है।
I was actually thinking of that, कि सिडनी एयरपोर्ट पे कैसे ये लोग लैंड करता होगा?
Because if it strikes through the air and there's an aircraft, probability, a chance, it hits the craft.
Yeah.
It has happened. It is documented.
Happened.
I don't know how long ago, but
Fry करते हैं लोग।
during our physics day, we learned that it can.
Dissipates, na? It's probably made that way.
कुछ mechanism होगा for it to dissipate.
There must be something, otherwise तो।
But remember, Australia is an island continent, बहुत ही vast है. It takes more than 4 hours to fly from Sydney to Perth. For people out of Australia who don't know, so it's quicker to fly from Sydney to Fiji
than to fly from Sydney to Perth.
And one way is longer than the other. उतना भारी vast geographical जगह है. So again, good point. It must have something to do with the land, mass, larger clouds, different types of clouds, different charges.
Yes, of course. And
we'll research that and get back to you.
Yes, we'll get back to you. And we'll talk a little bit about Fiji when you're traveling to Fiji. कुछ tips हम आपको यहाँ से देंगे. That what we think is important that आप आमतौर पर भूल जाते हैं. आइए एक गीत सुनते हैं, उसके बाद में चर्चा करेंगे.
You gotta make a blooper video. Sweet.
Yeah. तेरी गलियां गलियां तेरी गलियां मुझको
Fiji India TV खुशियाँ लाएगा जरूर Fiji Indian TV Fiji Indian TV
Fiji Indian TV, providing entertainment for the Fiji Indians around the globe. Every Sunday from 1 p.m. www.fijiindiantv.com. Be there.
Here's www.fijiindiantv.com. In future, we are actually planning to expand not just the hour or 2 hour. We are actually thinking of broadening our
base
webcast.
Yes, we got
going global.
We'll be planning, and it all depends how we structure this. And a lot of people are interested. And days to come, years to come, possibly we'll probably link everybody who's in any part of the world that would like to do programs on here. They can actually do it from their home. They don't have to come to the studio. They have a specific time. आप अपने सर्जरी में बैठ के कर सकते हैं.
Just link.
Any other part of the world, that's time to come. But yes, we are actually planning to take it somewhere, so we can all meet up at one place. So, what does the information say about electrical storms?
Bilkul, it is electrical storms are formed by basically clouds. No?
Giant capacitors in the sky.
Charge, basically. That's what happens. And electrical storm, the clouds are charged basically positive and negative. Top of the clouds is positive, and the bottom of the clouds is negative. So that's why the negative, which is basically the bottom part of the cloud, collides with the the earth, which is has got the positive charge. So that's
electronics में हम उसको anode cathode की तरह बोलते हैं.
बिल्कुल, positive and
negative cathode.
So that's why when there is an electrical storm,
very
that's
good,
why.
Interesting. और reduction normally cathode में होता है, Roman Catholic, but वहाँ तो electrolysis नहीं होता है. I think it's movement of the clouds.
Clouds, yeah.
Different.
Because of heat, if there's we only get storm when there's a lot of heat and cloud formations.
Have you had much like this in Fiji? ज़्यादा नहीं है. Fiji is actually.
Fiji में चमकता है.
चमकता है.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
We used to be scared when we were young. We used to get under the bed.
Yeah.
और फिर टीन का रूफ है ना?
Well, strike कमती होता था, but बादल बहुत जोर गरजता है और lightning strike होता है.
We used to play soccer when it was raining and इधर चटके उधर चटके. We used to go on. पानी गिरे, flood हुए, कुछ भी चलो.
Knowledge नहीं था ना कि dangerous है.
But the good thing in Fiji compared to Australia is that it always used to bijli chamke bijli gire, it used to be always on the ground, not on houses or anything. Barely you'll hear that actually it has actually landed in a house. It always actually landed on the soil.
Galvanized ला जो ना मोटाला. The other thing is maybe if they didn't तीन लकड़ी के घर नीला वगैरह maybe naturally ground हो गया. थोड़ा से तो लोहा मांगे खाली टीन. You know, some of them were touching that ground. It could be a safety. Inbuilt safety factor.
So if we are talking about Fiji, we're traveling to Fiji. A lot of people are, planned tickets खरीद लिए हैं and traveling to Fiji for a good holiday.
Christmas time and also it's a storm season as well in Fiji because nice hurricane season. No, we hope for the best. I mean the country has just got a new government. We want the government to run
2 months.
Yeah. And
3 months.
The economy is picking up, so we don't want all these natural disasters just to set us back. No?
But November to April is dangerous. Nandi में उसी time, उसी समय flooding होता है, बहुत बाढ़ चलती है वो Nandi. और अभी तो as we showed,
last week
had a bad luck in Fiji.
So guys, what are your tips for travelers that are traveling to Fiji?
Take your mosquito repellent. because जब पानी बरसती है.
And a gear guard.
बिल्कुल and a lot of water. Drink a lot of water in Fiji. Make sure when you get off at international airport, just grab instead of getting your duty frees, get your water levels.
वो भी water है ना?
वो भी तो water है, flavored water है.
Flavored water नहीं लेना ना, get plain water.
और आजकल plane में allowed नहीं carry करने का. It happened to me the other week. I forgot, they said 100 liters, 100 mils maximum. तो मैंने जल्दी से पी लिया ना. तो not duty free water.
हाँ.
वो भी कर सकते हैं. So once we did actually, but just another story.
It's quite humid.
Very humid. You come out of the shower, you're sweating.
Yeah.
You can lose like up to 200 mils of water, depends on how big you are, within an hour.
And और कोई tips, guys?
और नारियल पानी है तो क्यों नहीं?
Yeah, drink a lot of water and a lot of nariyal pani is you get a lot of nariyal pani. And
because,
eating, diet is very important as well this time of the year.
Flooding all the time, just be careful because काफी sanitation गाँव वगैरह में नहीं रहता है. You can pick up GI tract infection or diarrhea वगैरह. तो what's dengue fever, insects? Fiji में मलेरिया तो नहीं है. And I would always say carry some antibiotics with you.
बिल्कुल.
Yeah, if possible. एक script लेकर कभी भी overseas जाए.
But Fiji में it's quite available. It's easily available.
Fiji में it's very easily available. In fact, in some places, if you know the pharmacies, they will give you without script. Sometimes.
Yes.
Provided it's all legally done and it's the right antibiotic and the right dose. But लेकिन you have to think about your health because Fiji में and जो लोग maybe हमारे age group के है with the consent of your doctors, it might be an idea. हमार लोग के.
Okay.
Right. I have to be very careful now. Some younger people in the studio today. So we will. It's a good tip with the advice of your doctor to take some aspirin.
Aspirin, okay.
Yeah. Yes.
And those
to thin the blood, especially with the heart.
Patients.
Take it away. Yep.
Those who are heart patients, you know कि already. But also on the same token, ज़्यादा ना ले. You know, a lot of people who has got DVT, जिनको circulation problems है, it's always good to take some aspirin because it dilates the blood. So, or a lot of things I've noticed is people always get swollen foot, and they must be wondering कि काहे their foot swells. It's to do with the humidity because the body is not being able to get rid of water. That's why पैर फूल जाते हैं, and if you're asthmatic, it's not good either.
Take your puffers with you. Make sure you got your puffers. Keep it all the time, puffers.
But the most important thing we forget is travel insurance. So it doesn't cost much. Always make sure you have a travel insurance wherever, which part of the world you're going. It's quite cheap because we disregard these things. Na? अगर आपके pre-existing conditions है, make sure you plan your trip. And because the medical system वहाँ पे है, it's not up to scratch with.
Most third world countries struggle कर रहे हैं अभी.
Yes. So do take your medications. Don't forget your medications. खास तौर पर if you're driving, keep your license handy because don't show off a bit.
No, got to be very careful on the roads as well.
जगह लगा के रखा लुका के रखा ले. And these days they've changed. अगर जिसका गाड़ी उसी का ही fine होगा.
Yeah.
And a good friend told me yesterday that someone who hired a car, they offer you insurance. गाड़ी के साथ में insurance offer करते हैं.
It's called the what you call the
accident वगैरह ला.
हाँ, excess waiver.
Yes. So कभी-कभी लोग सोचते हैं यार it's $500 हमको भरना पड़ेगा. They don't get the accident insurance. So obviously make sure because once you hire a car, they've swiped your credit card. They will swipe your credit card and they will keep your credit card information. If you're not paying any insurance for the hire term, if you have an accident, your money is gone. You can't claim it straight away. So make sure जो जितने भी 10, 20 या 30 या 40 or $100 लगते हैं when you're taking a hire car,
pay it.
Take an insurance. Oh, not only that, Param, you got to take your insurance and also the insurance excess waiver.
Excess waiver.
हाँ, क्योंकि होता है there is a premium there where you pay. I think it's about $10 or $15 a day that will actually reduce your excess to zero. So make sure you take that.
$300 to $500 होता है.
No, in Fiji there's $1,000, $2,000, sometimes $4,000 is excess as well.
But even if it is $300 to $500, you might as well pay that 1/10 of that amount.
That's
and be covered.
It will be a good peace of mind as well.
Exactly, because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, Fiji में back roads are not that crash hot. और जब बारिश होगी तो you can't see the potholes.
Yes.
And also make sure जब आप गाड़ी ले रहे हैं ना insurance company से, make sure you do a thorough check of the car for your dents and scratches and all that.
ये सब चीज़ तो note करना पड़ेगा ना.
Yeah, because otherwise.
Take photo of your iPhone से photo निकालो ना.
Yeah, बिल्कुल.
Some people might think you are थोड़ा सा critical है, but it's very important कि अगर scratch ना हो वहाँ पे और गाड़ी आप लेके गए वापस they'll claim it because you haven't seen it. तो little things like this we disregard it ना. पीछे गाड़ी में scratch है या नहीं है.
और अक्सर जब हम हायर करते हैं नैंडी एयरपोर्ट से हर्ट्स एबीसी वगैरह the well known brands, they do a good thorough check. But एक rule है ना, don't buy a car at night and don't hire a car at night if possible.
Oh, okay.
क्योंकि वो आप दिखा नहीं देगा ना.
बिल्कुल.
But हम अक्सर नैंडी में जब उतरते हैं, it's night time. So you got to go on trust. And most of the young men, they're quite good. They go around, they search it, and they know where the dents and scratches are. But as you said, especially at night time, one deep dent might cost you $200. They say it wasn't there.
True. And a good warning would that be, please, because we drive, our speed limit here is 110. And I don't know, similarly in America or New Zealand, I think it's about 80 kilometers per hour. And similarly, Fiji highways may be 80 kilometers an hour. You may be overspeeding a little bit, but the roads are not as up to scratch as our roads here. Please, because बहुत सारे bends होते हैं, do not travel at. हो सके तो रात को सफर मत करें. Leave it to the daylight, and the roads are very bending, ना?
Very bending. And
do drive slow. जहाँ पर वो sign लगा है, advance में वो देते हैं कि आगे bend है. Please make sure, because opposition में गाड़ी कुछ भी हो सकता है, आ रहा है at a higher speed, and you don't want to be the cause of any accidents or death toll or accidents appearing into the Christmas Eve.
हम Fiji के हम seasoned drivers है, we know the roads almost.
I must say, I must confide as well कि I have driven over the limit as well. हम कभी-कभी ये सोचते हैं कि experienced guys, but not on that road.
Not in Fiji.
No. And I've done myself. I've done from Suva to Nandi, not from Suva, but from Nasini to Nandi. I've knocked in 2 hours.
In the morning.
I think it was
quiet road.
No, yeah.
Either late night or morning.
No,
he's admitting he's overspeeding.
I did. I'm telling you the truth, and I shouldn't have done it.
Helicopter or car?
No, car, man. Car. It should take you more than 2.5 hours.
3 hours. Good 3 hours.
2:45. I've done 2:45. Leaving Suva at 4 in the morning because of early flight, rental car.
Yeah.
2:45.
And unfortunately, I should have done it. And I'm saying it because I shouldn't do it. No?
Yeah,
And
standard is 3 to 3.5 hours, I think. Normal standard, no big trucks, no rain.
So I must have been lucky. I'm still here.
Non-stop.
Well, that's some tips for you. अगर आपके पास कोई tips है तो आप हमें बता सकते हैं. और जैसे tips हम लोगों ने आपको दिया है उसे आप importantly note कीजिएगा. Don't forget your passports. And if you're traveling for the first time, अगर आपके पास visa वगैरह नहीं है, check कीजिएगा ये right visa है कि category है before you enter Fiji, because
No, for Fiji क्या होता है ना, Australian passport you get 3 months on arrival anywhere.
This actually happened to me once. There's 2 things that can expire: your passport and your visa. There's once my visa was okay, PR visa, but my passport was expired.
Okay.
So when I arrived, they told me, "Bhai, in Nandi," and they said, "You can't leave the country." I said, "Okay, I'm here. I'll renew it."
Okay.
And if your PR visa is expired, जो लोग के पास Australian PR है, लेकिन they still have the Fiji passport, technically you become a non-resident. आपको airport में hold करेंगे, and you are basically border security आ जाएगा कि you don't have a PR visa. No, यहाँ पर.
When coming back.
Even if you're permanent resident, you can be here for 50 years. But technically, अगर आपका PR visa उसमें लिखा हुआ है not to arrive into the country after a certain date, you can leave. शौक से जाइए, लेकिन शौक से लौटेंगे नहीं. It happened to me once.
Okay.
And it's quite stressful. They won't deport you, but it costs a lot of money, paperwork, stress, embarrassment.
True. Plus all the other checks that come along with it. Well, be aware as you're traveling, festive season are coming, and जैसे कि आपने कहा कि जो भी आप hot water के लिए गर्म पानी लिए तो फिर cold water लीजिए, लेकिन flavored drinks भी है ना, तो flavored drinks से पहले
travel insurance पे you gotta give our mate a plug.
Yes, you can get travel insurance from this place here, which is called
World Travel?
Yes, it's actually Aqua Travel Group.
Aqua Travel.
And it's actually FijiTravelOnline.com में आप जा सकते हैं. And you can get more information actually over there because fares are cheap as well. So
and the director is, we know him?
Yes, we know him.
Okay.
You know him.
Aqua Travel.
I'll be giving more details as time to come.
Just quickly back on the aspirin one. Take your doctor's advice. Especially people who are 45, 50 with heart issues. This is not a harsh criticism. Like in Fiji में, there's no trained person to put a pacemaker or a stent in it, in your heart. So be prepared and be careful. Yeah.
It's a good place to go. It's fun. It's lots of families, lot of banduk, dage wala, pani wala mili aapke, and friends and families get together. It's a festive season, wedding, a lot of things are happening.
And no fire ban. You can do Lovo any place, anytime.
Yes. And no, I would like to say that a lot of ladies actually take a lot of golds over there, na?
Yeah.
So
lot of gold.
शादी है तो कंगना वगैरह लेके जाते हैं लड़के.
बिंदिया and earrings.
बिंदिया तो fake मिल जाए आजकल, but all this हार वगैरह ना.
Yes.
They take, so keep it safe because.
There is a lot of theft and all that. Chori वगैरह होता है ना Christmas time.
And very important in Suva, if you believe, I believe there's a lot of people out there selling fake golds. One is real, that comes out is unreal.
Real. They show you something else and give you something else, right?
So, be careful.
We've all experienced that.
Yes.
The rule is don't buy.
Yeah.
Don't buy.
Go to a known place, ना? Like.
But फिर हमारा वो greed आ जाता है ना कभी-कभी.
बिल्कुल.
It's a human emotion कि भाई half price में मिलता ले लो शादी है.
दूसरा कमाल है ना, चोरी कमाल किसी का और बढ़ावा दिया हम लोगों ने. हो सके तो
don't buy from the street vendor.
It's cheap, but it's it's intriguing. But
every time सुबह जानते हो कोई भाई आएगा, बस सोना मांगो.
But I think that has stopped to an extent. I mean, it is not to a large extent now
because of the policing.
Money city. इधर तक उधर तक तकते रहिए तुम्हें.
सोना मनता.
निफेस इशारा.
But they know.
इशारों में.
Century Theatre के उधर बीच में जो नीचे उधर के you cross Mark Street.
Kongtai Plaza.
Yeah, whatever the plaza is near the bank of BNZ Bank है ना, नीचे उधर के जाओ. They somehow know. I don't know कि कैसे जान जाते हैं.
No, I know that area like the back of my hand.
Is it?
Kongtai Plaza, Cumming Street निकल जाता है. There's a nice cafe there. हमारा दोस्त का फोटो स्टूडियो है वहाँ पर.
उधर Wonky Station ऊपर ना.
और सेंचुरी नहीं है अब. सेंचुरी अब बिग बे हो गया.
रूप्स.
उसके नीचे प्राण के फिश एंड चिप शॉप था.
No, Century Big Bay नहीं है. Big Bay is actually opposite.
No, Big Bay is actually where Century Theatre used to be. That's Big Bay now.
Same side. It's on the left going up.
Okay.
You know where Century Theatre used to be? That is Big Bay now. Roops Big Bay. Exactly the same.
On the left
अच्छा
side.
वहाँ पे परमार फुटवेयर है.
That's why it's 3 levels.
Still there.
Parmar is still there.
Parmar is still there.
Union Tea Room.
Union Tea Room.
It's closed.
नाम नहीं है वो.
No, there's some.
Ramson's की दुकान वहाँ पे कहीं रहा ना.
Cumming Street में.
उधर नीचे उतर आगे.
Cumming Street is Ramson's is still there. There's only little old shops में अगर आप देखेंगे.
Bata Footwear is there.
Closed.
The shop is there. Is there a restaurant there now?
No, it's closed now.
Oh, Dominion Fashion.
I think Bata में restaurant खुल गया. Since Curry House.
Sale, bread the sale.
और सुनने में आया कि Cumming Street में mall बन जाएगा. There will be no cars going through it.
The Century वाला line में.
No, Cumming Street, the next one.
Okay.
Yeah,
where
something on
where used to be Wallis Butchery there.
Yes, Facebook internet में आया है कि they will turn it, which is a good idea. बहुत ही congested street है Cumming Street. My surgery used to be there. और everybody parks illegally, double, triple parking. So I think Mr. Umaria, who is the special director of Suva City Council, they all getting together, and I hope and we encourage them to turn it into a mall.
Okay. So yes, information is FijiTravelOnline.com में आप जाइए, वहाँ पे आपको travel insurance plus
cheap
guaranteed value, you'll get a cheapest ticket to Fiji. जहाँ से भी आप कोड करवाओगे, you'll get a cheapest ticket. It's all online, you don't have to.
अच्छा, फिजी जो हमारे खास तो दोस्त अभी ये कार्यक्रम को देख रहे हैं. We might actually, people actually who probably want to travel to Fiji now, and I was looking the other day, and I was looking, $1,500 to $1,200 to $1,500 airfares to Fiji
if you book
at the
now.
moment.
It's a high season.
It's a high
so
season.
So book in advance. Online.
It's a high season, माने कि high season है, तूफान season है.
Best fares will be 2 a.m. in the morning when you're surfing the net.
Yes.
Book in advance. But we have to go. I mean, sometimes there might be bereavement, sickness.
Special कर दो, extra flight कर लो, थोड़ा सस्ता fare.
The only thing I don't understand is we got 3 airlines, right, operating in the way. Fiji Airways, Jetstar and Virgin is there, right?
New Zealand नहीं जाए अभी?
नहीं. I mean, they should re-regulate this route and get more airlines in there and more competition on these routes, you know, because, I mean, for example, if we want to go, right? $1,200, $1,500 is a lot of money in this season.
उसको बोलते हैं monopoly.
Yeah, बिल्कुल.
जितना ज़्यादा होगा profit sharing.
Yeah.
इतना कमती होगा, you make all the profit. So it's a business concept.
It is a business, but it's not right. No? I mean, we're from Fiji. हम जा, you know, we can
कैप रखना चाहिए ना,
बिल्कुल.
आइडिया है, सबमरीन ले लेंगे.
सबमरीन $1,500, it's better to go to
flying over, नीचे पानी के नीचे जाएंगे.
But then they'll say कि कहानी पहले से बुक किया.
But I mean, like bereavement, as Doc said.
There are emergencies. I have to go to Fiji for emergencies.
You don't expect people to pay $1,500 just to go on a bereavement thing.
एक तो वो बात है, लेकिन हम तो last minute में decision बनाता है कभी-कभी ना.
I think that's the biggest problem. Planning नहीं होता है.
But people now, क्या होता है ना, people work here, नौकरी पे व्यस्त रहते हैं. They might get a sniff ना कि अच्छा चलो 5 days है.
I've done that many times. 2-3 हफ्ता में बोलेंगे अच्छा हॉलिडे पे चलो.
कहानी मिलके हम लोग एक एयरलाइन निकाली, क्रिसमस न्यू ईयर का उड़ाओ. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's move ahead, and this video that you are going to watch is surely जो लोग गिटार बजाते हैं, you're finished.
a bit embarrassing actually.
पसीना छेड़ करो.
I mean, my main instrument is tabla, but I play a bit of guitar. 2 points. That guy is very talented. Child prodigy बोलते हैं ना. इसके तो अभी अच्छी तरह से मोच दाढ़ी और दांत भी नहीं जमा होगा. So it's very good. 12.
Yeah, 11, 12.
Probably 9.
Secondly,
9 point दिया तो.
नहीं
उसके age.
Probably 9.
Secondly, वो चारों अंगुली घी में नहीं बोलते हैं. I would encourage young people, and I'm also a culprit. Anybody plays guitar, you play a bit, you know, everybody plays something. He's using all his fingers. अक्सर हम ये छोटा वाला कानी जो pinky है, we actually move the finger rather than use that. It's very important to use all the fingers.
Confidence के साथ compose करके बजाए ना.
Yes, हाँ. और this song is not easy, as we know it from our childhood. Actually, as a drummer, Paramji, you know that बीच में कभी के off timing में बजता है. तो the guy understands the full song. You know, पूरा linear नहीं है. Some places the drumming and the music and singing is off time बोलते हैं ना. So it's not an easy piece. Very well done. It'll encourage a lot of our young people to ask their mom and dad to go and buy a guitar today and start taking guitar lessons.
Don't buy them immediately अगर किसी दोस्त यार के पास है, because
Christmas gift.
Oh, Christmas gift.
You can buy
मिले प्लास्टिक वाला जो.
नहीं
तो आजकल के तो लड़का लोग बता दिए कि Christmas wish list
मिला.
हाँ wish list. अरे
cricket bat है.
Cricket bat.
ना cricket bat.
Cricket bat.
You can buy quite cheap guitars for $200 to $300, but problem with electric is then you have to buy an amp, na? Is there any way of getting out of the amp? We can use a home system.
Headphone लगा?
Yeah, okay.
नहीं उसमें आप मांगे ना?
No, you can go direct. I think you can.
Anyway.
I think you can. Can you go direct?
No, you need an amplifier.
You need an
You
amplifier.
need an amplifier. Unless you can buy him a orchestral guitar. Just to start with that.
Yeah, but thanks to our Chinese friends, things have come cheap.
Yeah.
Things
And Indian friends.
and Indian friends
Hello.
too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our Asian friends, you can say.
Asian
no?
friends.
To be
all
more
in
precise.
total, na?
Yeah.
I was surprised the other day. I was actually googling कि which countries fall under Asia. Google करके देखिए. Not just China and all this.
New Zealand,
countries.
Fiji, Australia.
Yeah, Australia.
एशिया में उधर भी आवे ना, अपना मिडिल ईस्ट वाले भी आते हैं. कजाकिस्तान इत्यादि.
Afghanistan, part of Russia, top and bottom end of Russia.
Ethnically, if you see, you know, कि people say Chinese and Indians are more Asia, Singapore area में, but थोड़ा उधर भी जाना पड़ता है ना.
हाँ, पर्शिया भी पहुंच जाएगा शायद.
Yeah. So a message has come from the director of the travel company. He says, you know, make sure it's a travel. क्या नाम बताया था मैंने? For Fiji tickets, go to FijiTravelOnline.com. And और साथ में travel insurance. Doc, तुम sushi खाता? What is sushi?
Sushi, you always ask me on the spot questions. Sushi is actually my daughter loves it. It's Japanese fish, na? Raw fish, tuna.
Fish, yeah.
Tuna.
Sushi is basically made of it's wrapped up
in
seaweed and it goes rice
It's
and
a
then
Japanese
comes
food,
with,
na?
Japanese food comes
Or
with
wrap hota, you eat everything.
Do you think it's healthy?
I haven't had food poisoning, but from sushi, I've had food poisoning. Correct कर देंगे.
Yes.
We all had food poisoning.
Yes.
I won't remind you.
No, please
You're
don't.
getting a samosa tonight.
No, don't talk about samosa. If you want something else,
fresh ला देंगे.
No.
But anyway,
no. I'll show you something
in
else.
fact,
not samosa.
medically, it's not a healthy food, and I think you can tell us why.
Sushi rice is made with sugar and rice vinegar. On average, 2 tablespoons of sugar
There you go.
and 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar per 2 cups of rice. Typical sushi hand rolls are 60 to 75% rice and the equivalent carb content of 2 slices in a bread.
Egg sushi.
Yes.
Just one slice of sushi.
The protein amount in sushi are very small, and people ये सोचते हैं कि sushi is very very
Healthy. And it tastes
but
nice.
in 10 it contains a lot of sugar, sweet, and the type of rice used in sushi is short grain, which spikes blood sugar levels.
So it's not basmati rice.
नहीं, basmati नहीं है, basmati भी नहीं है. Because I think basmati will not be able to stick together, ना?
बिल्कुल. You need
फरार
something sticky.
रहता है, इसलिए पुलाव वगैरह में यूज करते हैं.
So those who
And it's
do
healthier.
eat, yes, seaweed salads, avoid tempura. They will be fried in vegetable oil. So
Going back to
tempura
sushi,
होता है ना?
GI problem है ना?
Yes.
Yes.
It's high GI.
Just fill in for our diabetic
Yes.
patients.
This is very high GI. because
not healthy.
Yes, as it's low in protein and fat, it's low in satiety, and it will make you crave for more sugar. That's what they say.
Satiation means कि जब कुछ खाते हैं तुम्हारा भूख कम हो जाता है. ये भूख को और करेगा और भूख करेगा. And I think the amount of tuna is just very slight for people who are not vegetarian. पतला सा होता है ना.
Even the chicken is nice. Even the fish raw.
Very कम थोड़ा सा होता है.
And there's a lot of rice in there.
And MSG. So make sure you look into those things.
I can't have MSG.
Headache and
I can't have MSG. Immediately if I have any Asian food.
And some for those who want to know what MSG is.
Monosodium glutamate.
Yes.
Flavor करता है ना?
Yes.
It makes you want to eat more.
Yes.
इसलिए जब हम चाइनीज रेस्टोरेंट में जाते हैं खाना खत्म हो जाता है. थोड़ा बचा रहता है. We want to finish it ना?
So those of you on this in no news or no ways we are saying कि don't eat sushi, but we're just highlighting you कि sushi.
What's in sushi? Now, because I've seen a lot of people. I mean,
some people have got food poisoning from sushi. I haven't, unfortunately.
I haven't.
Do you eat sushi? You eat a lot of sushi?
कभी lunch time कुछ रहने तो खा लेते.
I've never tried. The funny thing, I've never tried. I've tried, but I don't like it.
Once in a blue moon.
If it's fresh and
but
well
I will
preserved.
not eat salmon. जो pink वाला I can't.
It's raw salmon, right?
I can't. Yes, I can't eat that. I can eat tuna, but no. But usually when I buy
chicken as well.
Well cooked salmon is quite nice. Tasmanian salmon, very expensive, $28 kilo. थोड़ा से fry करके.
Not
raw.
Smell नहीं रहे इसमें. Bisain नहीं मारे.
Well, depends.
Bisain नहीं मारे. Where did this word come from?
The skin and the gut.
Where did this word come from? Bisain.
Bisain, fishy smell.
But कहाँ से आई से? Sometimes you think we say, language में इस्तेमाल करते हैं. Bisain मारे थे ना? कहाँ से आई से word bisain? पूछे के पड़ी हम लोग बुजुर्ग से पूछे पड़ी कि
if it is bे sign, बे मतलब without ना, बे सहूर बे ये, but I'm not sure whether it's बे या बी. तो अगर वो बे साइन तो वो शायद संस्कृत होगा, दो वर्ड्स होंगे. तो किसी स्कॉलर से पूछना पड़ेगा. हम रिसर्च करेंगे कि what does it mean without something. But इसमें तो with है ना, it's with smell.
Yeah.
Bisain.
Okay. Based on that now. Just a quick question. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is something that our viewers might
help us with.
Yeah. Is rice good for diabetic person?
Depends which one.
Type 1 or type 2? I mean, both. I mean, is rice good for people with diabetic?
What do you think? What I thought? I'll give my view.
We need carbs, carbohydrates, because हमारा body में mainly 5 food groups होते हैं. Water, पानी चाहिए, fluid. Minerals and vitamins, and we need your carbohydrates, protein and fat. ठीक है. और एक controversial चीज है कि चीनी से बोले डायबिटीज होता है ना. चीनी से डायबिटीज नहीं होता है. It gets worse with चीनी. It's about insulin and pancreas and glucagon.
Because some people that work in medical field like us, we basically don't drink sugar because we know the effects of sugar, not just diabetes, but there's other effects of it. Other effects. It's not a good thing for your body to have it every time. No?
It turns into fat.
Yeah, why don't you have it a natural? Exactly, fat. And if you're looking after your health, then it's important to, if you go to someone's place, chini, then, it's diabetes, it's chini. But it's not
sugar. No, sugar is always, and every food you eat is sugar.
Diabetics should have complex carbohydrates, fibrous, जो कि gets digested slowly, absorbs slowly, and doesn't give you a spike. So that's the rule of thumb. That's what's called glycemic index.
But the question is rice good or bad?
Yeah, that's my question.
Well, it depends on the type of rice. If you have parboiled rice, or if the more highly refined it is, the worse it is.
Now, in Chinese tradition,
highly refined?
In Chinese, Asian Chinese tradition, the reason they give rice is so your system is good because it contains fiber.
Fibrous.
So the parents will actually give बच्चों को जो
roughage.
Chinese eat a lot of rice. Because उसमें आपका system will go. Now, if you want to do a bit of a test, do it because your system. You know your system. Eat bread one day, eat rice the other day, and see how your bowel movement is.
Yeah. So brown bread and complex carbohydrates जो बोलते हैं, जितना roughage fiber होता है, that's better for us. But bowel movement अच्छा से होता है, और it doesn't get digested quickly and gets absorbed.
Yes.
So we can't say whether it's good or bad. थोड़ा तो carbs need करेंगे.
Coming back to your question, is rice good or bad for diabetes? It's both, because the thing is the type of rice that you use. If it's a low GI rice, it's good. Good, yes, but ये portion में नहीं.
Yeah.
Because when you make rice and you make tarkari and then bhujal machri and the dal side में and then bhujal battak.
Yeah.
बना लिया का Christmas menu.
भुजल मछली सलाद से
Christmas menu.
इसमें भुजल बत्तख, and sorry, no, and plus side में कुछ रायता वगैरह for vegetarians, आलू फ्राई.
That's not the problem. The problem is the second serve.
तो ये पोर्शन में मत लीजिए, ये पोर्शन में लीजिए, सैलड डालिए, हाँ, थोड़ा सा सैलड डालिए. सैलड के बाद में खाना खाने के बाद में थोड़ा सा ये जगह रखिए. किस चीज के लिए मालूम है आपको?
हमारे काफी दोस्त लोग बोलते हैं हम घास नहीं खाते, खाली गोश्त खाते. सैलड पड़ा रहेगा.
बिल्कुल कह रहा है, शेर घास नहीं खाता.
But anyway, going back to,
but it's very important. Lot of people eat food. चलो रायता ले लेते हैं, अचार ले लेते हैं, ये लेते हैं, वो लेते हैं, खा लेते हैं. बट पेट भर गया उसके बाद में there is no dessert. Dessert क्या होता है?
Sweets normally
sweets, na? In Indian tradition
should be fruits, but हम sweets खाते हैं. Should be fruits.
The reason being because we will talk about this in due course in time to come. Everybody's blood is different. There's an acid and a base. Acid base ज़्यादा acidic होता है, ज़्यादा base होता है. And how this is derived in your body is what you eat. So there are proteins जिसकी diets जो है high in proteins है, जो ज़्यादा
गोश्त मांस
खाते हैं,
salmon.
They have issues because your blood is more acidic naturally. So to compensate with that, you have fruits, which is a basic
alkaline
food. So it compensates, and the blood requires to be on a pH of 5, around about 5 to 6, something like that. Blood pH
7.2 से ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए.
Yes. So if it is acidic, then your kidney cannot actually. Kidney का भी pH होता है, so it cannot actually
flush out the rubbish.
That's why you're drinking a lot of pani. So the reason is you भोजन के बाद some people are very hungry, and you will find कि if you had a good barbecue in a piece,
you feel very thirsty as well.
Thirsty because of meat. That's why the vegetarians के बोलते हैं कि they have got a really good diet. So it's very important कि you
and
must
the sodium.
have food.
Mention the sodium and water.
Yes. So food अगर गोश्त वगैरह लेते हैं साइड में, रायता वगैरह लीजिए, but keep some space for not ice cream, but some fruits. Fruits में fibrous भी होता है, and plus it's good for you, plus it's base. So it's very important. अगर हो सके तो Google कीजिएगा. You need to know more details because often people ask me, कि why do I have this? Why do I have this? Why do I have this? Research because it's all available over there.
And remember जो tough गोश्त होते हैं meat, जैसे कि lamb और जो लोग beef खाते
Takes
हैं,
time, no? Digest.
up to 3 days it can be in your system.
Yes.
तो उसमें religious part आ जाता है ना. कभी के लोग बोलते हैं हम खाना खाए और हमारा body में गोश्त है और हम नहीं जाएंगे ना. वास्तव में अगर आपने 3 days पहले खाया है, it's more philosophical argument होता है. It's still in your system.
It's all mental, no?
Yeah.
Spiritually.
But it's there. It's been shown. But it is a mental thing. How you feel, how you think. तुम्हारा philosophy क्या है ना. और जितना barbecue करेंगे उतना sauce वगैरह में salt रहता है, retains water. Blood pressure ऊपर चला जाता है.
Salt, sugar.
So what's that?
Why I brought this thing up is because Christmas is coming, and obviously it's a season where
Party चली थी.
there's a lot of food around, and I think this is very critical that people should know what they're eating at this time of the year as well, because
especially with people with established medical conditions on medication.
Do you love lamb? Do you love lamb?
Lamb is my favorite meat. My favorite dish, if I cook lamb, I love cooking lamb.
Tarkari.
And my friend here does very good lamb curry too.
Whites people.
Yeah, and the main reason is उसका जो fat है ना.
My favorite dish is lamb, basically. That's about it.
हम फिजी वालों जो मीट खाते हैं, I think the favorite is either fish और मीट में तो goat or lamb होता है. And then next comes बतख को मतलब you're confusing us now. You see which is the best one. But I think my favorite is lamb.
Lamb is a favorite. Have you ever given much thought on the amount of fat it contains?
I
गरम खा लिया तो ठीक है.
can see it, but I don't give much thought because the taste is there. And the next day, if you look at the pot, हंडी में क्या जमा है, then I give it thought. तब तक तो too late हो गया ना.
But lot of friends say, अरे खा लो, आज ही खा लो, कहाँ जाएगा, मर जाएगा, थोड़ा लेके जाएगा. It's a very typical saying, and I'm sure audience would agree to it. कि हाँ हम भी इसे बोलता है कि खा लो, एक दिन तो मरे के है.
Bad philosophy.
But मरो, but आस्ते नहीं मरो. You know what I'm saying? अगर आपके मरने आए, you're going to die one day, but dying slowly is the worst thing. Dying slowly.
मोक्ष तुरंत पहुंच जाना चाहिए, bang.
I see a lot of smokers, patients come in and they have been smoking. How long have you been smoking, sir? 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, and they give up. Emphysema. गैस वाले बोतल लेके चलते हैं बेचारे. Why smoke? Don't smoke.
बिल्कुल.
It damages internally,
Everything in good proportion, na? Lamb भी खाए proportionally.
Lamb भी खाए proportion. Last week I had a very nice lamb curry.
कि मतलब second serve जब हम लेते हैं, normally because वो जो हम भोजपुरी में सुरमा बोलते हैं ना, that's actually more than 50% fat.
So second portion के जगह we save that portion for the next day or something.
For the dessert, yeah.
Reason why I'm saying is I've been to people's place and the fruit is sadowing, you know, sideways.
Oh no, you'll have ice cream, you have fruit salads and all that, you know.
But fruit काट के इसे टेबल पे सेव कर दो, and I think those who are watching this will not क्या परम बोली सरा कुछ. Well, let's move ahead. इस बार हम आपको शर्मिंदा नहीं करते हैं छोटे बच्चे के साथ, लेकिन इस बार कोई और बड़े के साथ कुछ हम शेयर करते हैं.
कितना बेसबर ये बेवकूफ पड़ा चाहता है कितना तुझे खुद मगर नहीं जान सका इस दर्द दिल की सिफारिश अब कर दे कोई यहाँ कि मिल जाए से वो बारिश जो भिगा दे पूरी तरह इस दर्द दिल की सिफारिश अब कर दे कोई यहाँ कि मिल जाए से वो बारिश जो भिगा दे पूरी तरह like it's tropical. You and I, we're so perfect, couldn't have been better. I know this will last forever.
मालूम से तो मैं इंट्रो दिया देखा न्यूज़ एंड पॉलिटिक्स
समाचार दर्शन का समय हो
समाचार
गया।
दर्शन हो गया, हम तो भूल गए थे समाचार के बारे में। So intense in the rice and all this, ना diet.
चावल in the भात
It's
in the bhujal in the goss.
important to highlight that अभी festive season है।
Yeah, no, it's good to know, you know, what's because people forget about their health and things when the festive season comes.
On a negative note, this week we lost 2 people from heart attack.
Yeah,
And
we have
all
2 good friends.
All under 60 in Sydney.
In Sydney, yes.
Oh, condolences to the
Condolences and our
family of
deepest
our-
sympathies.
Yes.
And very shocking news. But that's life.
It's our good
Those
friend,
who are wondering,
Bobby,
it was Bobby Prasad.
Bobby Prasad,
And
yes.
one person we know in the
Photographers
family.
that we've known of that. बोल समाचार में क्या है?
देखा जाए तो फिलहाल 2015 बजट पार्लियामेंट में फिलहाल पास हो गया है। हालांकि जो अपोजिशन के जो मेंबर थे, कुल मिलाकर 15 मेंबर ने वॉकआउट कर दिया था ये बजट जब पास हो रहा था तब।
During the voting?
Voting, yeah, 15 people walked out of the 15 members of the opposition actually.
That's all of them. How many members are there?
There's 50.
नहीं, opposition का.
Opposition is I think
20
something, yeah.
So majority walked out.
Majority walked out, and that was led by
गरम लगता है guys, workout करते
by the opposition.
कंडीशन है मेरे ख्याल से। जाकर चेक करेंगे हम।
Yeah.
वो को लगाएगा ना?
बिल्कुल। That's how they walked out.
So
they didn't
seriously, they didn't agree with the budget.
बिल्कुल.
And it's a protest.
But
That's
finally
about the
लौट के
process.
खाना ना खा के okay कर दी.
Yeah, but I mean, see, it was passed. I mean, basically, who is a majority is basically passed. So obviously, the government has got more numbers in the Senate. So they actually
details क्या है? Is it in deficit or?
I can't because there's not too many information
Details,
on the system. So I can't. Sorry to the viewers and listeners. I mean, I can't give you more.
पाई का कुछ कितना percentage कहाँ गया?
I don't have any
Maybe
Maybe
information.
they haven't enclosed it.
Enclose it. They only actually, I think the reason for them to walk out was they didn't give the budget estimates on time to the opposition
for debating.
For
so
debating
they could,
all that. Yeah.
Oppose it.
Opposing.
Because opposition के काम है oppose करो.
Oh, बिल्कुल.
अभी 4 साल बचा है.
Because that's why they call opposition, na?
For a good government, you need a healthy opposition.
Opposition, बिल्कुल.
Like a sports team, na? You know.
But I think it was a wrong thing to walk out. I mean, they could have done it in a more professional way and in a better way.
And debating it. And voting against it.
Well, yeah, voting against it, but rather than just to walk out.
Walking out is not going to solve anything.
No,
This is
बिल्कुल.
the second walkout.
Yeah.
The other walkout was when PM
No,
from
there was
India.
a boycott.
Or boycott किया था. They were not there.
They were not there. Didn't
Walkout is आकर
चला गया.
फिर बिछड़ जाना.
Yeah, walkout is. That's not nice. I mean, you can debate it, you can fight over it in the parliament. That's what the
Come
parliament
on,
is for.
guys and politicians in Fiji, get real.
Yeah.
You know, Frank is doing something. Oppose it.
Yeah.
Why not?
But
sit and oppose
maturely.
it. Mature level पे.
Do it in
Okay.
a more dignified manner, na? Rather than just walking out.
Agreed.
Point to be noted.
यस बिल्कुल। और सासम में देखा जाए तो फिलहाल एक 15 वर्ष की जो माता थी, उनका नाम है रोजलिन कुमार, और उनके 2 साल का बच्चा साहिल कुमार, ये फिलहाल लटोका में निवास करते हैं। इनका सूचना ये मिली कि ये 2 हफ्ते से गायब है, दोनों माता और
Oh, that's a young mother.
young mother.
How old is the mother? 15.
15, and she's got a 2-year-old son.
Latoka side.
Latoka.
So they're not from Sorry, otherwise बाढ़ उड़ कर ना सुस्ता रहा, but they're not from the
So they've been missing from
अभी तक
24th of
लापता है.
अभी तक लापता है. They were missing from 24th of November. They actually left their house going to the Latoka hospital because his son is asthmatic.
Okay.
They wanted to go to the clinic and they haven't been since in that.
But let's hope they are safe.
बिल्कुल.
They're found in good shape.
और साथ में देखा जाए जैसे कि हम बात कर रहे थे सड़क दुर्घटना, और फिलहाल एक 52 या ऑस्ट्रेलियन नेशनल का देहांत हो गया है रोड एक्सीडेंट फिजी में। और ये एक्सीडेंट हुआ ओलासारा सिंगाटोका में।
Young person, 52.
ओलासारा सिंगाटोका।
वो जो dangerous bend तो नहीं है?
हाँ, मेरे ख्याल से वही है।
सुबह से जब जाएंगे it's a left hand bend और right में कोरतोंगो से पहले शायद?
I don't know, जहाँ पे वो हिस्ट्री है कि कोई शादीशुदा लड़की वगैरह नीचे
a bad accident.
No, Olasara Singatoka is past the Baluk Pahar.
Okay.
Going towards Nandi. I think it's a bend. So we must be over. What
past the Serua Hills जो climb होता है?
हाँ, वो तो बहुत
इधर है ना?
हाँ, Olasara is between Singatoka and Nandi basically.
Oh, okay.
Singatoka Nandi तो a straight stretch.
हाँ, but there is bends and stuff like that and overtaking. क्या मेरे ख्याल से ये पता कि इनका जो रेंटल कार था वो अपने साइड से होकर जो बाजू वाला साइड एक ट्रक से टकरा गया था।
टिप्स हम लोग देते हैं तो don't drink and drive. There could be reasons ना।
There are more trucks now than 20 years ago.
There could be two things: overspeeding and also overtaking, na? Because most rental cars do is just overtake, na?
Plus familiarity with the road. हम जानते हैं कहाँ overtake करना चाहिए. We are local, but if he is a visitor and not a experienced driver, locally, local conditions are very different.
Very difficult. That's what we were talking about, na?
Before.
जो लोग फिजी जा रहे हैं, very careful.
I didn't even see the news. I just thought off the cuff कि people are traveling.
No, there's a lot of road accidents actually. Christmas time और भी होगा क्योंकि लोग शराब पीकर गाड़ी चलाएंगे ना, because there is no breathalyzer. There are breathalyzers, but people still get away in Fiji in a large scale, unlike here, है ना, जो पकड़ा जाते हैं लोग. Double demerit points आता है यहाँ पर, and everything.
Fiji में get away with it ना?
Yeah, बिल्कुल. अगर किसी को आप जानते हैं तो आप
अभी तक चलता रिश्वत.
बिल्कुल. I mean, it's there.
They're trying to route it out, but
yeah,
okay.
But it's there.
Most third world countries, India में तो बहुत ही bad है, but Fiji is quite improved, I think.
But
they're getting there.
Happens. Yeah, it
still happens.
बिल्कुल. और आखिरी समाचार ये है कि एक फिजियन पास्टर जो फिलहाल वेलिंगटन न्यूजीलैंड में निवास करते हैं, उन पर ये आरोप है बिल्कुल कि इन्होंने 2 यंग महिलाओं को सेक्सुअली ऑफेंड किया है. एक 12 वर्ष और एक 16 वर्ष की महिला थी, और इन्होंने गिल्टी फिलहाल नहीं.
So they were minors, 12 and 16.
बिल्कुल. और इनके ऊपर ये जो चार्जेस लगा है, ये रेप, assault with intent to rape, और साथ में indecent assault.
New Zealand?
This is in New Zealand.
So the charge is actually बलात्कार का
चार्ज है इनका. और दो महिला थी, एक 12 वर्ष की और एक 16 वर्ष की. और फिलहाल इनका जो पासपोर्ट है वो
बरामद कर दिया,
बिल्कुल confiscated.
Yeah, that would be a court order.
बिल्कुल. और ये जो पास्टर है फिलहाल फिजी के पास्टर थे, और इनको फिजी जाने के लिए अभी रोक दिया गया है जब तक इनका केस नहीं होगा. वेलिंगटन.
So he's in custody.
बिल्कुल, he's in custody.
तो ये थे समाचार. और समाचार जो न्यूज़ होता है हमेशा अच्छा नहीं होता है, because news is always news.
News, बिल्कुल. News is always news. It's always bad.
That is why I don't watch TV. समाचार के लिए, but some people say कि आपको पता नहीं दुनिया में क्या हो रहा है.
बिल्कुल. So अभी हम क्रिसमस टाइम आ रहा है ना, so warn all the young people, because a lot of young people go shopping ना. So be careful in Sydney as well, क्योंकि यहाँ पर भी लोग ऐसे लोग होते हैं ना, जो यंग लड़के और लड़के बिल्कुल.
हमारे पॉपुलेशन भी बड़ा है, तो प्रोपोर्शनली क्राइम्स और ज़्यादा होंगे न्यूमेरिकली, बट प्रोपोर्शनली it's the same for a city of 4.5 million people. Abhi just last week we had 2 shootings.
Bilkul.
2 shootings.
Well, it's unfortunate these things are happening in the world, because there are some people जो थोड़े बीमार है या तो फिर मगज से बीमार है. I suppose that things like this happen.
And you can't tell externally, that's why.
But just all you can say is be careful, because in a busy period we are busy. And we forget a lot of things. I've got a really bad habit of leaving my phone.
Me too.
जहाँ पर जाता हूँ शॉपिंग के लिए, तो कहीं कुछ देख लेंगे, क्योंकि आजकल का फोन बढ़ रहा है. The other day I went and saw yesterday फोन और बढ़ गया है.
Size इतना बड़ा.
कहाँ रखेंगे
उसको? It's becoming the computers are becoming slightly bigger. It's a small computer. It's a small computer.
When you said that मैं ब्रिस्बेन से लौट कर रहा था ना, actually forgot my phone that check-in desk. वो बंदा पीछे से दौड़ कर आ रहा है. Excuse me sir. क्या हुआ? क्यों बुला रहे हो?
Last week I forgot mine in Melbourne.
पहले गाड़ी में से निकलो, ऑफ करा चाबी, यही is the only thing in your wallet is in the back pocket. You चले जाते हो, हाथ फ्री है. अभी तो हाथ ऑक्युपाइड रहता है दोनों, एक वॉलेट और एक कैच करने के लिए.
बिल्कुल.
एक बैग इंट्रोड्यूस करेंगे हम गले में बांधने के लिए, फिर उसका OHN एक्सपेक्शन होगा, ये करना वो करना, पास करना पड़ेगा ना. गले का असर क्या होगा,
हार्ट पे क्या होता है, रेडिएशन. क्विकली स्पोर्ट्स न्यूज़
में देखा जाए फिलहाल भी
क्रिकेट. अच्छा, फिजी सेवंस
नहीं है, क्या हो रहा है? दुबई सेवंस नहीं, ये मेरे ख्याल से ये साउथ अफ्रीका में सेवंस का ये जो खेल हो रहा है, उसमें फिजी और ऑस्ट्रेलिया सेमीफाइनल्स का ये जो गेम है खेलेंगे आज
खेलेंगे. Hopefully they'll win.
There's one that was I think Australia beat
yes, that's rushed Fiji
in Dubai 30 something to 7.
ये तो दुबई सेवंस था,
फाइनल था,
क्वार्टर फाइनल था वो भी. And then Australia went on to lose to New Zealand वो फाइनल में.
दुबई फाइनल ऑस्ट्रेलिया न्यू
जीलैंड.
हाँ, अब ये जो सेवंस टूर्नामेंट हो रहा है फिलहाल ये साउथ अफ्रीका में हो रहा है.
क्रिकेट में ऑस्ट्रेलिया बीट इंडिया.
बिल्कुल.
हो गया मैच
series कल finish हो गया
first test
में
first test okay
Australia made over 500 and declared and not bad. I think the
one day would be
difference is
starting
only
soon, one day is
50-60 runs se khali hai India. They did 45 runs run chase tha. It's not bad.
I always like when towards the end जब chasing होता है
I prefer the one day बहुत लंबा हो जाता है
I prefer the 2020. It's even more exciting.
Quick results. More exciting.
Well, that was all समाचार.
Well, all समाचार for now. जैसे कुछ budget के विषय में और कुछ जानकारी होंगे then I will tell you guys. Otherwise, it's very tight. You know, you just can't get any information at the moment.
I think the PM's making around the holidays. Ghum raha hai. He was here last week, no?
Monday. It was on Monday.
Yes.
Cockle Bay, Darling Harbour. No, I was invited. It was $100 fundraising, and I had a commitment. That's why I couldn't make it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, आपके पास कुछ और खबरें, ताज़ा तरीन खबरें, lot of things are happening around the globe as far as Fiji is concerned. तो हमारे Facebook में आप जाइए, वहाँ पे post कीजिएगा. I can see people are adding themselves on the group, and we welcome you to this group. And please subscribe, which is on the side here.
Right there.
YouTube में आप post देखेंगे. And do keep us informed. Fiji में क्या हो रहा है, क्या नहीं, या तो फिर anywhere, any part of the world. There are a lot of educated people out there that. Surprisingly, when I speak to people and I say, yeah, someone's actually mentioned me, there's so many educated Fiji Indians around the globe.
Compared to the population of the country, proportionally.
आमतौर पे हम ये नहीं
एक country जहाँ के कभी 1 million से ज़्यादा population हुआ ही नहीं. We never exceeded 1 million Fiji's population. Even under 900,000 है.
When I left, it was about 750
It's
or
880 or something. And proportionally, अगर हम सिडनी में देखते हैं, सिडनी का लिवरपूल में देखते हैं, if you look at the number of businesses,
probably more people here and then in
Indians की मान लो दो Indians है तो 10 others है, that's 1/5, that's 20%.
A quick question for you two.
No.
Australia, Britain and Canada
and America maybe.
चलो मांगो तो अमेरिका को ले लो. इन चारों देशों में से which country do you think has the most educated Fijians?
उसको बोलते in the diaspora, outside of Fiji, in worldwide, ना?
वही बात.
Educated, if you take HSC equivalent as
educated in the sense कि profession is a high, अच्छा profession.
Say they finish HSC.
Doctors and I'm talking about.
And they've gone tertiary education.
Yeah. Yes.
I would say Australia.
You'd say Australia?
I'd say UK.
You'd say UK?
Fiji Indians?
Fiji Indians.
I would say UK would be number down. Then top would be Australia.
Australia is the most.
And then second would be...
In the 70s, a lot of people migrated to Canada and Britain. A lot of people in the 60s went to Britain. But Australia has taken over. We've got a lot of educated people out here. Lawyers, doctors, nurses, accountants, a lot of CPAs here. Teachers, engineers are also aircraft engineers. We have
health workers.
We've got pilot as well.
Health workers. We also have a lot of hematologists and
we know a friend who actually flies Air Pacific, no? Fiji Airways.
Yes.
Good friend's brother flies.
But we are three pilots. We know. Yeah,
I know one.
There's Vikash.
Yeah.
And there's Nitin,
I haven't met.
I've
met only Prasad.
Solanki family. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's in India.
There is a Gujarati pilot. No, what's his name? Is Hemant Patel or someone is actually flying?
Yes.
Fiji Airways.
Yes.
And Fijian as well.
No, Mukesh. I think his name is Mukesh Patel or something. There's a pilot called Mukesh Patel.
Yes.
Fiji Airways.
कुछ गर्व होता है ना सुनने में कि पायलट है जब अनाउंस करते हैं कि फिजी का पायलट है अच्छा लगता है सुनने में ना कि अपने
There was an Indian guy. Ambika was another guy.
Vikash was at our Fiska function.
Yes.
Yeah, he drives a very big bus.
Is the
Airbus.
A380, big bus, Nice chap.
Service करते बहुत tired है इस पर.
So if you do meet amongst your meetings of grog, black label, blue label, whatever you are drinking, you meet friends, do pass the messages and pass the messages to us. And I know a very handful of people, so I'd like to acknowledge them as well. One of them is also a golfer, very famous golfer. A lot of people know Vijay Singh is a golfer. So
international. He was number one for a while.
Yeah.
I think he was rated higher than Tiger once.
We've had some good boxers from Fiji, very good boxers, athletes as well. If we have good funding, our athletes would do really well around the globe because they are good
It's about training too, discipline and training.
And another guy that's making a lot of noise is a soccer player, Mr. Naikar. His name, some Naikar is
Roy Krishna.
Roy Krishna, yes.
Is he related to our referee Hariraj Naikar? Fiji make both.
Naikar ne Krishna, Roy Krishna.
I think he's from Roy Krishna is from Ba.
He plays in New Zealand.
Yeah, he was Wellington Phoenix. Wellington Phoenix, I think he's contracted to.
It's good to see them making it to top level sports.
Yes.
Because Fiji it's basically amateur level. People don't get paid.
Yes.
Motivation नहीं रहता है ना. And after high school थोड़ा देर club खेलते फिर बोले who's gonna play.
Because क्या होता है ना doctor, it's not professional ना, because here you don't get paid. You don't get paid ना. There we have to work ना. पहला तो हम we have to get money.
Boot खरीदने के पैसा नहीं था हम लोग को 70s में.
And locally here in Australia, let's take a break and we'll tell you a lot of people किस तरह की industry में Fijians are. Well, a little bit of chit-chat.
How are they in the diaspora?
How are they in the diaspora here in Sydney? Let's take a little break and we'll talk about all the things that's happening.
Great.
कमली हो गई तेरे बिना आया सब कुछ बह गई आया नी जिंद मेरे बारिश बरखा सब कुछ बह गई आया नी जिंद मेरे अखा दा नूर वेख के अखा दा नूर वेख के अखियां चो अंजूर उड़ दे अखियां चो अंजूर उड़ दे पानी दा रंग वेख के अखियां चो अंजूर उड़ दे अखियां चो अंजूर उड़ दे
Very nice, simple. अब open chords में I think खाली 4-5 chords बजाता है ना, looks like D, C, G, F.
Yes, it was
And
wonderful.
sounds very nice, very quick chord changes.
Very soothing,
Just
nice.
4 musicians there. 5
Yes,
the young fella
the
at the
guy
back.
and the girl and the bass guitar and
the rhythm.
five people. But one was playing the, I think that's an African sort
African
of a
type
drum
drum.
thing, na? And the other one was, well, that song was actually sung by none other than a friend, Mr. Rahil Sharma.
Yeah.
He sang that song and he did Justification in the Night. And
Ashiki.
it was good. Ashiki for 2014.
With Saz Orchestra.
Yes, yes, that was good. And yes, so going back to the topic before we finish off for this segment for this today, कि our Fiji Indians, हमारे Fiji Indians, भले हम यहाँ nationalized हो any other part of the world, अगर आपके पास कुछ details है, you'd give us कि वहाँ पे लोग क्या कर रहे हैं. Today I got some information. There's some radio stations running in Vancouver, and they are from Fiji Indian based. They're running over there. Some theatre managers है. There are a lot of mandirs around the globe. But in Sydney here, a lot of them. What are you guys? You know, आपके बीच में
Last night I met a young fella. He's just finished his PhD. Fiji Indian.
Young is.
He's under 30. And just first time I met him, he was the MC actually at Karan's birthday, and neuroscience में किया, same area that my daughter did. So इसके कारण भी हो सकता है. Fiji में जैसे किसान लोगों को पास पैसा नहीं था, उन जमाने में they could not educate their children. Education was not free. Over here you can get a loan. और हमारे जो गिरमिटी आए थे जो फिजी में थे, they regarded education as a key to success. They were not educated themselves. And they realized कि अभी जो हम current motto है जिसे इंडिया में चल रहा है, you have to educate the child. That's the key to success. And I think our Fiji Indians have done well to send the kids beyond high school.
Yeah.
कर्जा भी लेके.
बिल्कुल. I'll pull you off there, Doctor. Funny you said that because in back in 1970s or 80s when PSC came into
Public Service Commission, scholarships.
Plus, what they started giving loans to farmers for educating the kids, and back those days in 1980s it all started. You saw the number of Indian students, the influx of Indian students, because there was always scholarship for the Fijian people at universities.
Fijian Affairs Board, etc.
Fijian Affairs Board. So there was always sponsorship for Fijian students actually going to uni, going to higher education. And at that time we didn't have all these facilities until PSC, Public Service Commission, came in, and where they actually started giving scholarships to non-ethnic communities. And that's where a lot of farmers took actually the incentive just to educate their kids. And
but
I know a lot of friends of mine that actually came through this, and actually who are quite, and a good example is Professor Biman Prasad.
Good example is me. I got my scholarship to study in New Zealand, Commonwealth scholarship. So after marriage, but that's non-ethnic में merit based था. You had to work your backside off. You had to get good marks. Burn the candle, benzene light, diya, debris वगैरह बार के पढ़ने से. And it was based on merit. But as you said, with the non-indigenous, they were given a bit of क्या बोलते affirmative action. They did not have to score that big. It was trying to reduce the disparity between the Tokay people and the and the Indians and Fiji Indians and Fiji Chinese, and to reduce the gap between the two major ethnic groups education-wise. So I got a scholarship, and I'm very grateful. Otherwise, I would not have been able to go overseas to study. PSC gave me a scholarship.
So it was a good thing, and to that, I mean, the farmers actually took a very
positive
thing, and they started educating their kids. And you see now all as Param said, I mean, there are a lot of Fiji Indians here who are very educated, and this is one of the reasons
why. But tertiary education, university level, I think you still had to pay or scholarship.
बिल्कुल
उस ज़माने में. High school, yes. Yeah. But higher education.
That's when PSC came in, and then they took loans. See, the good thing was with PSC was, I mean, they gave you the loans, so you when you started working, you have to pay them a little at a time. Like
उसको bond बोलते थे.
बिल्कुल.
You either come back and work for the country, or if you don't want to, then you pay it off.
Pay it off, basically, like hex.
But उसमें एक major political problem आ जाता है. Fiji is so small, काफी लोग जो पढ़ के आते थे, they were not given the appropriate job. There's no position. तो PSC भेजा तो लोड किया है. First class cricketer के बोलो तुम जाकर रेवंगा टीम में खेलो in third class cricket. So that's why people didn't have a good career path, career structure, tertiary education. Most of them went into teaching with a degree. They actually couldn't work in the field. So Fiji has to look into that. If you're sending people overseas, they come back, they need to be given appropriate jobs commensurate with the education and equal pay. Otherwise, they will just leave, and the brain drain cycle will continue.
See, this is what happened as well on the other side. Is most people stayed overseas; they didn't come back.
Post 87 coup.
Post 87, and what happened is, as soon as the coup happened, that basically that was it. Whoever was on scholarship basically made means just to stay, not to come back and save the country.
Well, not just education and tertiary level. I mean, personally speaking, here in Australia, amongst us, we've got a lot of people. A lot of businessmen, as far as business is concerned.
Entrepreneurs.
Yes. In New Zealand, we've got 3 radio stations run by Fijians over there, owned by.
Yes.
An FM station, there's one AM station, and one television station.
Tarana.
24 hour. Apana 990 is actually opened a television now. So in New Zealand, the media coverage is very good.
Probably better than Sydney.
Oh, of course.
Because I was there earlier this year, and I was quite surprised. And pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's very different. So you've got 3 radio stations already, which is media. It's powerful over there. Population wise, agar dekhe to Fiji Indians are more based in Sydney. And Sydney mein zyada tarke, we've got a lot of shops, owned by Fiji Indians. A lot of teachers still tertiary education mein teach karte hain. There are some people in universities, they are teaching. A lot of doctors here, lawyers hai.
Yes.
Accountants, is quite a number of accountants who are successful. They
engineers.
Really well. And engineers as well. Inke alawa, they've got a little bit of taste as entertainment. You know.
Entertainers are here.
You know, entertainment ki jab main baat karta hu, there is so many out there, you don't have to be educated to be an entertainer.
I was actually coming to that. You don't have to be that highly educated to be successful in life. I think a basic look at Mr. Dick Smith. I mean, after saying that education is important to success, some people do not have the chance, the opportunity, ability, or the desire to be educated. They say, look, I've done my high school, and they go into business. And then maybe later on, they do part-time studies. ये देश में ये है कि they might not want to, but after 2 or 3 years they realize, then they go back. और ये देश में the opportunity is there. Fiji में it's very hard for you to go back to studies हमारे ज़माने में once you're out. So education is important, but going to entertainment and entrepreneurship, you know, you can run a successful business without actually going to TAFE or university. But in the end, if you want to be very successful, you have to know how to run your business. You have to have basic knowledge of the law and accounting. So you need some training, but you know, that's another side of the balance.
So talking about back again on the entertainment field, we've got radio stations here, which is running on a pay radio system. We've got 2. I think one's closed down yet, or still going?
I think it's closing because I put it on and it didn't go on.
And we've got the Fiji Times, which is still called Fiji Times.
Although the ownership has changed.
In Fiji. And
Global Indian,
we've got
Dr. Satish Rai.
The Global Indian.
FITV, us.
Fiji Indian TV. And we've got Naftrang Media Style, which is the
newspaper
radio station
and
media. They're covering it plus website.
Don't forget Hindi Samachar Patrika.
Is it still in publication?
As far as I know, it's still there.
I've seen it for a while.
Pandit Paul Maharaj.
Okay.
It's there, is it?
Yeah.
First
Hindi paper.
We've got musical groups here. A team number of musical groups and
I think it's out of proportionally more than anywhere in the world.
A lot of musicians, influx of musicians and players and performers. a lot of DJs.
Revival.
A lot of DJs. As you said, you don't need education to be a DJ, because I've seen some posts on Facebook. Grammatically, बहुत wrong होता है what they type in English.
Yeah, but they have the go, na?
Yes.
This may you can be successful.
Yes.
Without high level education. These are professional logo hote bole ki you have to have a degree.
And we've got people that are into franchising, for example,
Apoto,
KFC,
Harvey Norman, McDonald's.
A good friend also, Aten, he's actually into Apotos. He's got a few shops. My cousin is also.
Service stations.
Service stations. पहले बहुत था ना 7-Elevens में, कम हो गया है. And plus shop promoters. Hey, come on, you know कितना shop promoters है. And they're heavily involved, and now they're getting into they have been into the world international. And a good friend, they've recently वो समाचार हम लोग को ऊपर थोप दिया है कि they're doing a show, which is a Jimmy Jeffrey show. It's a big show happening here in Sydney as well. So Raj Sharma and Dev Saab.
Aten.
Yeah. And Aten. And they're doing a show here, which is they're all based Fiji Indians. We're not boasting की, but successful हो रहे हैं and कुछ ना कुछ कर रहे हैं इन दुनिया में, no? It's wonderful to see. So my main point into coming to this was to promote people. Let's promote each other, help each other, because with that we can expand. Amongst us we got film directors, we got videographers, and we got wedding videographers. And I heard the other day Fiji में they charge $3,500 for a wedding video. $3,500.
Well, I'm going to go to Fiji and start a video.
कितना रोज के रहे shooting Fiji में?
3 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Fijian $1,000. Do you think it's a good money?
$1,500.
Damn good money, man.
Doc, start a business.
3,500. और डीजल लोग यहाँ पे चार्ज करे गिरे कितना? Guess करो.
300.
Normally 600 plus.
Cash money रे, no tax. हम तो DJ कर नहीं पाए, but I'm just saying, you know, they are.
Going rate is 500-600 a night, unless you have mates rates.
So let's promote and help each other. We've got tanting someone, we've got lawyer among us, we've got Fiji Indian TV among us, we've got videographers and a lot of people out there. Would love to know कि दुनिया में क्या और कहाँ का क्या Fijians क्या कर रहे हैं. You know, if you're a lawyer or doctor or plane उड़ा रहे हैं, helicopter. I don't know if I found anybody that flies helicopter. कोई मिला है? कोई ना कोई होगा कोने में that actually flies, ना?
There'll be someone.
There would be someone.
Must be, has to be. अगर jumbo jet fly कर सके तो we must have helicopter pilots as well.
Jumbo jet नहीं, doc. The one that
I-380 होगा.
नहीं क्या बोलता है? I've tried the biggest bus.
हाँ, वो बड़ा बस.
Try the biggest bus. उससे बड़ा भी और कुछ निकली.
बोला वो.
Well, look, the journey has gone very quickly, and we've come across the border of 90 minutes. We've nearly reaching the border of 2. And it's a very warm, nice, pleasant day here in Sydney. Very cold in Vancouver, as they would say.
Bilkul. I think there was a storm last couple of days in Vancouver.
Was it? Oh,
minus
little
tornado.
छोटा वाला हो रहा है.
जो भवंडर बोलते हैं ना. minus 40 था last week degrees.
Yeah. Wow. Celsius, no? So we will leave you in a good thought. Ki have a pleasant trip and enjoy your festive season if you are traveling, because we're coming towards the festive season.
How many more sleeps before Christmas? 12?
12. 12. Today is the 12th.
You know, if you are missing our program, always go into Facebook and watch. And
our email address is Fiji Indian TV.
Yes. Sorry, beg your pardon, sir?
Our website is www.fijiindiantv.com and email is fijiindiantv@hotmail.com. Just a quick reminder.
Yes. And
11 sleepless nights for Christmas.
So that was episode 40. We're heading strongly towards
50.
50.
Golden.
And expecting little things to happen here. But in this good thought, I'd leave you with another video. Another छोटी बच्ची गा रही है, बहुत अच्छा rendition की है. उसके साथ हम आपको छोड़े जाते हैं. इसी उम्मीद के साथ आप खुश रहेंगे और दूसरे को खुश रखने की कोशिश कीजिए.
हमारे तो तरफ से.
Bang or dent वगैरह जो भी हो रहे हैं.
Small.
Make sure you work on your budgets. कि Christmas season है, make sure.
Would you take cash? लगे cash करके फिजी ले जाएगा? Do you think कि तुम्हें American Express ले जाएगी पड़ी या तो फिर do you think कि क्या बोलते हैं उसको पहले लेके जाते हैं?
Checks.
Do you take?
Travelers
I don't hear much.
आजकल कार्ड चलता है ना?
आजकल तो cash.
Top up your card.
But I think the best thing to take to Fiji is you just take some notes.
Your card.
Yeah, I mean because card में take your cash and cash the money at the
travel exchange.
Yeah,
you know why? Because आजकल wallet निकाल के सब security के साथ देना पड़ता है ना.
But they don't take anything else. क्योंकि जो if you use your card they charge you for conversion rate charge करते हैं, उसमें commission charge करते हैं, and by the time you finish, if you use your card, I mean you probably pay $100 in your fees and all that.
Yeah. Also the banks give you less in the exchange rate than if you go and do cash in the shops.
Direct cash
you make a bit more.
Okay.
The shopkeepers will give you at least per $100 extra. Illegal हो गया? Okay.
पकड़ लेके तो फिर अंदर सीधा.
Yeah.
But there is designated foreign exchange places where.
अभी कोई idea है what's the rate?
$160, $170?
अभी भी है.
No, $1.50.
Oh, okay.
Because the Australian dollars come down to 82 US cents.
Okay. So our dollar is stronger in relative terms.
Fijian dollar is stronger.
That's good news for the country.
Your dollar. Our dollar is not good. Your dollar is
good.
Our dollar is not good. Because you're still not Australian, sir. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's leave you with this song. Have a pleasant trip.
Shabak hai from us.
Yeah.
Day.
Until next week.
Yes.
Dil samajh jara. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
ऐसा क्यों